And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Houston Astros. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Our starter in this one, Ronel Blanco. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. His 46th of the year. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Well, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Base knock, center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
That one ripped. And that gets down into the gap. Headed for the plate. He'll score. Throw cut off to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well done. Drives in the run. Man, I love the hustle out of the box right there to make that triple happen. And just an absolute laser into the opposite field gap. He was digging hard the entire way.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Right now with more RBIs than anyone in the National League. Towards first, and that's a foul ball. Acuna at third with nobody out. Base hit and a run comes in.
He was all over that one. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Here's Matt Olson down. Third on the National League leaderboard for batting average. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around second is Schwarber. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay. The tag, and he's out trying for 3. But they do get a run.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Here's Josh Bell.
I'm liking the power he's shown recently. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Myers raging back towards the wall. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
Austin Riley stands in now and watches strike one.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
And that's ripped into left, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting eighth, catcher Drake Baldwin.
Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves. There's a strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
4 runs already in the frame here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That one ripped right center field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Here comes Riley. He'll score easily.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ronel Blanco will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Joey Wentz.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And that'll do it. But 9 batters hit in the inning, 5 come around to score. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Braves 5, the Astros coming to bat. Back here at Dyken Park, today's starting pitcher, Bryce Elder. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Jake Myers leading things off and takes a strike. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Whoa, recognize that pitch just in time, able to keep those hands back.
And that one ripped to left. And foul ball. Kicks and deals. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Elder fires. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 5-1. So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Schwarber settles under it. Makes the catch for the out. 1 away. Now we check out the Astros lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
2 outs, base is empty. So now the Astros designated hitter, Isaac Paredes.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Astros get a run back here on the solo shot. It's now 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's a big power threat, Joe Rios. And that one in the air center field. Squeezes it. 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop Ozzie Smith.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ozzie Smith. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock.
Now batting, right fielder.
So a man at first. And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. He tripled and scored his first time. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Wentz goes 6 feet 5 inches, 28 years old. And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Line drive. Holds it in on the run. 2 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Kyle Schwarber, the next to hit. RBI single his last time up. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Myers on the move, and that'll do it. 1 left for Atlanta. Back here in Houston, here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases in MLB history.
Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
And a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. The other way, fair ball.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
0-1.
Walker launched a homer in his most recent game. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And that drops in for a strike. Sanchez off of first with 2 away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. One left for Houston. They're down 5-1. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Wentz back to work. Lined into right. He makes the grab, and there's one away. Josh Bell at the plate now. He's 0 for 1.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
On the ground to third. Correa over to first.
Yep, he's out.
And a couple of quick outs.
Now that third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here comes Austin Riley. Singled and scored his first time. Fastball for a strike. Ripped towards third. In plenty of time to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Braves go down quietly. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And first offering is fouled off. Elder ready to fire now. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Out to short. Smith over to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Center fielder, Jake Myers.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake Myers. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
1 strike.
That one fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And that's in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground, out to short. Throw on to Olsen, and that is that. Nothing doing there for Houston. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That's towards center. Myers moving under it. Hauls it in for the out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Out to center. Myers sizing this one up. Brings it in. 2 away now.
Now batting, number 22.
So the lineup flips over. Joe Rios next up for the Braves. He's already homered in this game. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. On the ground to third. Over to first.
He's out.
And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
And that's through there for a strike.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And foul ball. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. In there at the knees, and that's strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Now batting.
1 gone, runner at first. Now it's going to be Jose Altuve. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And first offering is fouled off. Paredes leads off first with 1 away. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2. Just missed.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
1-2 now. Altuve waits. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Rios makes the play, and there's 2 away. So a man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Smith. Smith, over 2,500 hits in his career, and he's a former Gold Glove Award winner. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And they add to the lead. It's 6-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Slice to right, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Kyle Schwarber next up for the Braves. Fought off foul.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
And he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Up next for Atlanta.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. And that one hammered. That's back. That one is gone. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 8-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little wag to it, carried out nicely.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Joey Wentz done for the night, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. A.J. Blueball gets the call from the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. And here is Josh Bell. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one is absolutely belted. And no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Man at second with 1 away. And the batter now, Austin Riley. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Drake Baldwin. Could be extra bases. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI single, and it's an 8-run lead. So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Bunts it in the air. Makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 9-1 ball game. Back here at Dyken Park, and now it's Christian Walker. Foul ball there.
Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. And that is cut on and missed. Strike 1.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Grounded out his first time up.
Ball. 1-0.
Diaz at first, one gone. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
One ball.
Knowing
one
that
strike.
the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Riley snags it, and there's 2 down. Now at the plate, Jake Myers. And first offering is fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside. The Astros with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5.
1-2.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Rios. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. So they strand. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Blue ball back to work. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 10-1.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now Ozzie Smith, 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. Line drive, and there's a hit. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. On a line, base hit. And now 2 aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he's...
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 13-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. A.J. Blueball gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Angel De Los Santos on to pitch out of the pen here. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Here is Matt Olson. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
So up next, Josh Bell, 1 for 3. There's the strike. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here comes Austin Riley. Hit in the air, center field. Myers under it. 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta.
Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 15-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
2 outs, nobody on. Ozzie Albies now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Ripped to third and picked on a hop. And very nicely done for the out. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. Back here in Houston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. Out to short, Smith. Zips it across, 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Paredes up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 2-0. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Acuna there. Makes the grab. 2 down. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Outside. And that's ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That's out to center field. He's got it, and that is that. And next for Atlanta, Joe Rios. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Other thing in this park, I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Chopped out in front of the plate. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for Atlanta.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Liner, base hit.
Now batting. Right
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. And he pumps it a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Next offering is fouled back. This one high in the air to left center. Myers hauls it in, and there's two away. So a man aboard, and now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Smith around second on his way to third. And that'll put runners at the corners with two away. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Angel De Los Santos is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Bennett Sousa taking over on the mound.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Base hit and a run in to score.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now here is Josh Bell. Myers sizes this one up, drops into the glove, and that'll do it. 2 men left. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now he launches a throw over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a two-base error.
Oh, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical in getting it back into the infield, and there's really no excuse for that. Turned a simple single into a runner in scoring position now.
So digging in, Christian Walker. And first offering is fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Caught him looking for the K. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. His righty-lefty splits there. Chipper Jones now in the game as he takes over third. Also into the ball game, Ha-Sung Kim. He'll play second. And ball one. Sanchez leads off second with one gone in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So next up for Houston, Mauricio Dubon. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Bryce Elder departs, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
pitching for
New pitcher on here, Yoel Payams.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike. 2-0.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 strike.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
3-2.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jake Myers. Just a weak fly ball this time. And Acuna able to make the grab. We go to the 8th. Now in for the Braves, Chipper Jones. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That's in for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And a base hit up the middle. And a good start to the inning.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin, looking to complete the cycle with a double. Pitches in there. 0-1. Sousa, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2018. Line drive to short and caught. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. 2 down, bases empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Hauls it in on the warning track. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off, Carlos Correa. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Line drive, speared at first, and he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jeremy.
So up next, Jeremy Pena, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Not close with that one. Ball 1. The Astros with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Right through there. Got him. 2 gone.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation.
No strike.
That's an automatic ball. Michael Harris II into the game now on defense. But in a strange way, this is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Also entering the game, David Justice. He takes over in right. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Number 23.
They say it went.
Justice.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Outside. And down on strikes he goes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Joe Rios.
Number 22.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Sousa back to work. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Throws to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Now batting, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Ozzie Smith next up for the Braves. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Myers makes the grab for the second out. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. 2 outs, base is empty. David Justice digs in now, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So they make short work of him there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off. Bottom of the 9th. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. New pitcher for the Braves, Joe Jimenez.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And first offering is fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-1.
Foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, we know this, down 1 or down 10, Jose Altuve is not going to give away an at-bat.
Swing and blasts one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Rios sizing this one up. Nabs it. 2 down. So they're down to their final out. And next to hit for Houston, Christian Walker. Outside with a breaking ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Did not go. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Jimenez is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't miss ball club right now.
Well, this one ends in a blowout for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.